Hello there, carpologists, Joe here. Today I've been sent over the Camo Supa Brolly system for review. It's there, by the way, in case you haven't spotted it. So we're going to give it a little test, take it to the lake and see what we think of it. One of the most important things people look for when buying shelters is how long does it take to set up. So it's in the bag, I've got my timer ready. Let's see how long it takes to get it from in the bag to set up, ready to sleep under. So there we go, up, and it took 8 minutes. So, a little bit slower than some, but definitely didn't take too long. And if it's starting to rain, the very quick principle of just pushing it up, it's already up, so you can bung stuff under while you're pegging it round. So general shape goes up quite quick. Pegging it all out and putting in the poles does take a little bit longer, but once it's up, it's a very, very sturdy bivvy. Sometimes people make the assumptions that brolly systems don't have as much space as bivvies. This is the 60-inch version, so let's open it up, whack a bed chair in and see how much room we've got. And the answer to that question is lots. Despite a brolly system by design being circular, there's plenty of room in here. Once you get in, there's like a TARDIS. That's partly helped by the fact this is the 60-inch system, but I've got my bed chair pushed right back and there's so much room in front of me for my bags and my feet, and like I said earlier, I'm over 6 foot, legs stretched out, and I'm not even touching the door, so plenty of room for people that like a bit of space, and if you've got your dog, plenty of room for him as well. But there's still a little bit of room back here for your valuables and things you want to hide and get out of the way, so if you bring your camera with you or your missus, you can stuff them back there easily. I don't feel anywhere near carpy enough at the moment to be reviewing a camo bivvy, so I'm going to whack the kettle on, get a brew on the go, and then we'll talk some features. Ooh, that was a bosh! When the Mark I Supa Brolly was released, it came out with a lightweight Ventec material, but due to popular demand from the customers, the Mark II was released with the standard Ventec. Now, here we have the camo version, featuring 100% polyester material. Very, very durable, built to withstand all conditions and get erected multiple times without the worry of it getting damaged. The front of the shelter features a peak which has a fiberglass pole running through the middle of it, which you put in on the setup. This keeps the peak nice and rigid, but also offers protection, so when you've got your letterbox view on the door, you know that you've got that little bit of protection from the rain, so you can still look out and have a nice bit of ventilation without the worry of getting wet. While we're talking about the front of the shelter, we'll talk about the doors. At the moment I've got the solid camo front door, but we've also got a full mozzie mesh door and a PVC door. All of these doors are separate so that you can zip them on and off to whichever one you want. Either side of the door features mozzie meshes which can be revealed by peeling back the Velcro and toggling the flaps up to the side. Due to all these features on the front, it means that you can have mozzie mesh sides, solid front, or clear front, mozzie side, or full mozzie front, or a full solid front. It's completely up to you. And if you don't want to have a front at all, the whole thing zips off and you can use it as a day shelter as well. Another feature on the front of the shelter are a rod strap on either side. This is ideal for when you just want to get your rig sorted and you just want to prop your rod up without the risk of it falling over in the wind, and you don't have to lie your rod on the floor where things can potentially get damaged. Moving round to the back of the shelter, we find there's more mozzie meshes. Again, these can be revealed by peeling the Velcro back and toggling the flaps up. So on those really warm days when you want a bit of ventilation but you don't want to get attacked by mozzies, you can have full ventilation through the front and back of the bivvy through the mozzie meshes. Now the frame of this shelter is made from 8mm fiberglass, so it's super strong, super durable, so you know it's going to last a very long time and keep its shape. If we look at the roof of the shelter from the outside, we see a very large solid bell cap. This is there so that when you're putting the shelter up, it can go on all sorts of different terrains and stones, and you know it's not going to tear the material. The bell cap will take the brunt of it for you. Also, when you're transporting it around, chucking it in the boot of the car, in your garage, in your shed, it can take the odd knock and you know it's going to keep everything protected. Also, there's a rubber ceiling around it so that you're going to get no drips from the centre, and also along all the ribs there's the same rubber ceiling. Although the smaller of the two sets of storm poles can be removed, they can also be left in the shelter and folded up when you're putting the shelter away. This is made possible by the fact that there's some safety catches which you put the poles inside, which protects the points from doing any damage to the material and keeps it all in place, ready for when you set it up next time. So as you know from earlier, it took me 8 minutes to get this thing up. I'm sure with practice you could do it a lot quicker, but for a second time I don't think that's too bad. Now I'm going to take it down and put it back in the bag and see how long that takes. So I've got my timer ready over here. Let's go. just over 7 minutes, so a minute quicker to put away. And again, like I said, a bit of practice, you can get that down to probably nearer 5 minutes each way. And as you saw, no struggling getting it in the bag. Due to its large bag, it just flew in. Tension straps, pull it in tight, and you carry it away easily. So there we have it, the brand new Mark II Supa Brolly Camo Edition. You can pick one of these up for £370, and if you ask me, that's exceptional value for money. Due to it being such a versatile shelter, it catered for a wide range of anglers and different situations. If you want it just for a day session, you can take it without any doors, just a few poles and some pegs, and it can be a lot lighter. Or if you're doing the longer sessions, some overnighters or a week away somewhere, it's still plenty of room and very comfortable and durable to cope with those sort of sessions. What impressed me most about this shelter is the sheer amount of space you've got inside. As I mentioned several times, I'm over 6 foot myself, so I need a good amount of space in a shelter so that I don't feel cramped or uncomfortable. And even with the bed chair in there, I was able to put my legs out straight and they weren't even touching the door. So plenty of room for yourself and all your gear. For more information on this shelter, head over to the Fox website where you'll have all the information you need and more. But if Brolly systems are something you like and you're interested in, I highly recommend this. Not to mention, it's damn carpy.